Alright, so we haven't done a vlog in a while, so I'm going to attempt to actually shoot and edit my own today. We're about to work the dogs in conditioning fights. It's Wednesday, so yeah, it'll be a fun one. Alright, so we're suited up. We're going to work the puppies first. And yeah, time to get sweaty. Alright, so first off we have Toa. Toa is 6 months old. He's already been sold. He's going to be living in Florida. Living a good life. And what I did with the puppies today is worked them on a hard sleeve, just really working grips. This is kind of, it's harder, it's not the detail of what I actually did with them because I'm trying to get content at the same time filming. So this is just snippets of his work and Ben's work. We're using the hard sleeve to make sure we're building harder grips. I'm making sure that they're pushing in, countering, not shaking and doing all that stuff. Are both great puppies. Ben's temperament is very different from Toa's. Ben's a little more chill, but Toa's a little crazy. All right, so we just wrapped up the pups. Onto the big boys and girl for their long fights. Shooting for 10 plus minutes each dog, which is going to be a real struggle for me because I ran 20 miles this morning and got to get a lift in too. So it's going to be a fun one, but at least it'll be entertaining for you guys. Today's late afternoon energy, not sponsored by, but helped by C4. All right, so here we have our PH2 Xando. Xando is a pretty interesting dog. I mean, he's older. I believe he's around 8 right now, but he's like a little robot. He has tons of energy. The dog is like non-stop. To give you an example, this morning while I was running, I was rotating dogs on our treadmill, and Xando ran for about 45 minutes non-stop at about 6.5 miles an hour at the 15th incline, which is pretty steep. And then, he does his normal day stuff with Erin. And then right here, we worked him for a little over, I think it was 6 minutes and 47 seconds, but these are a couple snippets with him. And for a dog his age and, the amount of work he's done out in Holland, competing in KMPV, even getting his PH2 with honors is pretty awesome to see. The plans for him is to use him as a stud for our private breeding program. We have him in line with Lucy here coming up pretty soon. But yeah, Xando's a crazy old man. I really like the way he's developed a relationship here with us and, continues to grow and build. The big moose, Felix. Felix is a gigantic dog that for some reason he put on legs, and he makes my life miserable because of that. No, just kidding. Felix is an awesome dog. He's a little over, I believe he's about to be 2, or he is 2. And what you see right here is I'm just adding pressure, grabbing at the base of the tail, flanking him, making sure he counters his way through. Right here, grabbing his paws, making sure he's countering hard in order for me to drop the paws. So he's learning ping compliance per se, which means, bite harder the more I struggle, or the more I put pressure on him, he just bites me harder. So we did 10 minutes in total on each leg. He did left and right leg. I did 5 minutes on the left first, and then right now we're switching to the right leg, where he's crushing that leg now too. So adding pressure, making sure that he's relieving the pressure by countering me. Basically what countering is biting deeper and using the molars, because the canines are meant to snag and catch, whereas the molars are meant to break bones. So we want to teach him to make it as painful as possible for the decoy, meaning me. So again, making sure each side he can counter through no matter what pressure I'm putting him on. And here's the beast himself, Ozzy. Ozzy and I have a pretty interesting relationship. He's a very strong dog. Right now we fight for minimum 10 minutes pretty much every single time. He's very conditioned, very smart. He knows how to get out of things by countering, biting me harder right there. With the tail grab, he just bites in and then keeps biting into me and countering here. Go for the flank again, and he's going to counter me again, pushing me out. There you go. So Ozzy right now is very frustrated with me. I'm going to let him win and back me all the way up into the wall and just have him counter. Right now grabbing his feet, making sure he's countering for me to let go, give him some pressure against the wall here. And now we're going into probably, I think this is maybe the later half of our fights. So nice little swing. I try to put him upside down almost by using the bars. This puts him in a precarious position where he has to fight me to get out of it. And then once he does that, I'll give him a little win, have him push, and we'll start to essentially get him to the ground here. So put him between my legs, counters me, boom, counters me again, here, coming soon, there it goes, and I'll sweep him, hold him upside down. Ozzy's learned how to get out of this. This is why we always joke around, say he knows jujitsu. So he counters me out and then makes me pay for putting him like that. Here's his sister, actually, Lucy. Lucy's his litter mate. Sweet dog. With her, I can work her, and she'll, heal with me in a suit, because we do things in a more playful manner with Lucy. She doesn't really do too many serious things. It's just more reps and exercise. So here, did the lift. Now I'm going to put her to the ground. And here comes the sweep. Sweep, hold her upside down. And what I'm teaching her here is if she wants to get out of that, she has to counter out of that. So again, she's going to counter me out and push me through. But Lucy, as always, is really, really good. Really a calm, steady dog. And she'll be actually being bred to Sando here. And here we are finishing out the 10-minute fight with Lucy. Give her a nice little lift. Enjoy the sunset. And she's about to be wrapped up right here. All right, so this is Guapo. He's a boarding train of ours. We get him about every month or every other month, where he stays with us for a while. He gets work every day, and really right now is I'm just working on calming down his grips, making sure he's okay with pressure, taking things nice and slow. He does have a couple quirks. He hates having his feet touched. He doesn't like spatial pressure, but I'm getting him used to it. So every time he counters, I call it incremental pressure, where he counters, I make a noise, mark it with like the handler right now, Erin, who's my favorite handler and the only one I really trust, will mark it by saying good boy, and then I start to close my pressure in. I'm also petting him nice, long, and slow, making sure he understands, hey, this is okay, everything's fine, and just take it nice and slow. We don't have to do nothing flashy, nothing crazy. We just want to work at his skill level and make sure he's getting the benefit or the best rep possible. For Guapo, we did a little over, I believe, 5 minutes, which is the longest bite he's had. Pretty much since we've ever been working with them, so not bad. Really good time with all the dogs, and yeah. All right, well, that was all the long fights with all of our dogs except the puppies, and I board and train Guapo. Everyone did pretty good, close to an hour in bite time, which is a long time to be fighting dogs, but everyone did great, yeah. So if you like this stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, share it with your friends.